Vavi worried over splinter trade unions, and Zimbabwe's coalition partners in standoff over constitution draft. With the latest news updates, I'm Hasina Gori. COSATU General Secretary Zwelinzima Vavi has described as extremely worrying the emergence of splinter unions which members of the Labour Federation are forming. He's been speaking in Pretoria at a conference for the South African Medical Association's doctors who work in the public service. Vavi says COSATU is currently facing a massive challenge from splinter unions that disgruntled elements within its ranks are now forming. Vavi says the issue will be on the Labour Federation's agenda during its Congress next month.
Workers' Parliament will convene on the 17th of September. We're asking workers, take the opportunity to do a proper introspection of the organizational weaknesses we all know. Do away with divisions, politically and or mindless, narrow, factional battles. Ensure that all of our energies in September are focused on a need for COSATU to re-establish its very purpose of existence.
Anti-apartheid activist Amina Kachalia says South Africa's youth must demand a better life from their leaders. She's been speaking at a youth workshop in Johannesburg. Kachalia says it's up to young people to stand up to the leadership and the old generation. The 1956 Women's March leader has suggested another march. Correctional Services Minister Spoon Ndebele is calling on the public to donate toys to prisons. He's been speaking at a prayer session in Soweto. Parliament's Constituency Office, the New Soweto Community Projects and Ndebele's department hosted the prayer session as part of the Correctional Services Women's Month program. Ndebele says the toys will help children born in prison to have a better start in life.
The law is the law. Now as a magistrate, I sentence you. You can't say to the magistrate, Mr. Magistrate, I'm a little bit pregnant. You are 3 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant, whatever. Now it's a sentence. So we've got many children that are born inside correctional services.
And finally, Zimbabwe's ZANU-PF is holding an extraordinary meeting as a standoff with fellow coalition partners over its proposed amendments to the draft constitution continues. MDC leaders have rejected a draft of revisions that President Robert Mugabe presented to them earlier this year. The former ruling party initially rejected the draft but subsequently tabled amendments. These amendments include strengthening presidential powers over cabinet and parliament, explicitly outlawing homosexuality as well as same-sex marriage and dual citizenships. It also calls for the scrapping of the proposed independent prosecuting authority. MDC's Secretary General Priscilla Misihe-Ambui.
That same lobby that has been attacking President Zuma and attacking the facilitation team is what has led us to the kind of crisis that we now have on the Constitution. Some of the things that they are doing is to make sure that they still push what they were pushing in Luanda, which was specifically, we want an election without a constitution. And what they have given to us, which is basically an insult, is to try and put us back to that position.
Catch the latest news anytime here on Newsbreak's Option 1.